Welcome to another round of Victor Gets in Your Face, and you're going to listen to what I have to say. And if you don't, well, then you won't be watching the video, and that will make me sad. But somehow I'll move on with my life. So here we go. People complain a lot. Happens a lot in gaming. You know, here's my best advice, and this is targeted towards, there's lots of hating going around. And honestly, I tried to make a video like this before. It was specifically about Nintendo. Now I'm not just going to talk about Nintendo. Don't get me wrong, there are definitely things to hate about Nintendo. But for one, a lot of you that are talking about Nintendo have barely played like any of their games anyway to begin with, and are just going along with what everybody else says. And, you know, I can understand some of you might be the younger generation, so you don't really get it, and you haven't really, you don't have as much knowledge, but, you know, I'm not going to hold that against you. The point being is whether it be Nintendo, whether it be Call of Duty versus Halo, whether it be now that Street Fighter Cross Mega Man is out, oh, Capcom's putting out the game for free, and it's only on the PC, and it's a short game, and blah blah blah, whatever excuse they want to come up with. Oh, it's not a real game because it was a fan game that they just helped, you know, put out. And every excuse under the sun, and the Devil May Cry is gonna suck because they changed the art direction and Dante looks different. Don't get me wrong, he definitely doesn't look the same, and, you know, I definitely was one of the people who jumped on the whole bandwagon saying, you know, he's kind of emo looking and what the hell are they doing to Devil May Cry. Of course, after I actually tried it, which is my main point here, when you finally get off your high horse and actually try something, you might find something weird out. You might find out you actually like it. And that's what happened with me with Halo. You see, with me, this is probably the last time I'm ever going to talk about Call of Duty versus Halo. Because, in my opinion, there's no competition. There's simply none. I have spent a considerable amount of time with both games. I rented both because I didn't know which one I wanted to buy. And I don't have a lot of money to throw around. Matter of fact, I've been trading and stuff to get games lately. So I was trying to decide which game I want to go with. I will buy one and the other one can go back, or I can keep it rented. But with what I decided, I just figure I buy one and just go ahead and return the other one, so I have another slot open for whatever comes out in the future. Possibly Devil May Cry if I can't figure something out by the 15th. Now, when I played the two, like I said, I found out I wasn't really a weirdo. I hadn't actually played any Halo games, which I know makes me like crazy or not cool, but I guess I'm one of the cool kids now because I've decided I like Halo. And what it all comes down to is that it runs pretty well. In the rare cases of host migration, the game actually continues afterwards, and it's nice to know that when I put my shots somewhere, they actually count for something. And I can't say any of those things about Call of Duty. And, you know, you can feel free to leave in the comments about how, you know, Call of Duty is such a great game and blah, 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 blah. Look, you're kidding yourselves, okay? Call of Duty has not run the same since the first Modern Warfare, and we're just going to go ahead and leave it at that. You don't agree with me? Well, that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, even if it's wrong. But, and that makes me sound like an arrogant prick, but, and you know, honestly, I respect people that play Call of Duty. Like, there are fun things about Call of Duty. I still have fun playing Call of Duty. But what it comes down to now is I'm having less and less time to play these games. So I want something that works. Like, when I die in Halo, I know it's because I did something wrong. Not because of, you know, the other person having a Comcast connection, or, you know, maybe the game has decided I have the Comcast connection and I have a host advantage, or any of that crap. We're done with this. There's no more Halo versus Call of Duty. You guys want to have that? I'm sure I'll see it enough on Twitter anyway, so it's a done deal. It's a dead topic. But what I'm telling you guys is this. I can't say I felt that way with, as far as trying out Street Fighter Cross Mega Man. I was going to do that anyway because I'm a huge Mega Man fan, so that I already tried out, obviously. Devil May Cry, I was one of the haters. I really was. But then I actually picked up the demo. I mean, I started seeing more and more stuff where it's like, I don't know if I agree with this, but the gameplay still seems solid, so let's go ahead and try it out. And eventually they brought out a demo, and I tried it out, and I'm like, wow, I could probably get back into this. Because 4 didn't quite do it for me, 2 was just complete and utter garbage, 1 and 3 are freaking amazing, and that's my quick review on each of them. And I wasn't sure what was going to happen with this one. And then, you know, people get concerned because, oh, Ninja Theory's behind it, and Heavenly Sword sucked, and that's another thing in itself. I don't think Heavenly Sword sucked. Was it short? Yeah, but that's about it. And 6-axis crap, it was really dumb. Like, you know, who wants to sit there, you know, glide this thing around to control it? No, you don't want to do that. It's crap. But, you know, once you look past that, great game. But now I'm just kind of rambling on. Point is this. Expand your horizons. Try new things. Like, I've kind of been all over the place lately with games. I went ahead and tried out Halo. My friend's trying to get me into League, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out if I like the game or not, or trying to understand it or whatever. I'm still kind of misplaced with that. But, yeah, I'm also juggling around Assassin's Creed 3. Outside of that, I don't know, like, I guess that there's not really too much else to be said about everything. Just try new things. And speaking of trying new things, I don't know how much content is going to come out of me in regards to VGHC. I'm going to focus more on my rights for now, because I know eventually we're going to be rolling out the VGHC 3.0 site. And once we go ahead and do that, then things are going to get that much better. And with that being said, I'm probably not going to focus very much at all on content for the site until the new one rolls out. And because of that, you know, I've got a few ideas for videos, but I'm not in a rush to put them out. Like, I'm kind of done with content for a bit, because I did a lot of it when I was trying to do, I'm messing with my keyboard right now, don't mind me, but I kind of did a good amount of content just for the Mega Man thing alone, and then I also did a stream the same day for Mega Man cross Street Fighter cross Mega Man, whatever, and sometimes I screw up the order there, but needless to say, I'm breaking from that. I don't want to do editing, video editing, making sure this lines up here and that lines up there. I don't want to do it. I have like 3 different things in mind which I would like to put out before the end of the year, but I'm not going to like cry a river over it if I don't put it out. So that's where that stands. It's kind of taking video content's kind of taking a back seat for now, because I want to focus on my rights. And I also actually want to focus more on my actual gaming that I haven't had as much time for. I'm doing all sorts of random things, like trying to actually beat Assassin's Creed 3, which, you know, all I gotta do is sit down with it, because, you know, some people say it's harder than some of the previous games, but I'm sure I can still get through it. And then there's Halo 4, which, you know, I already talked about. I am stupidly, and I say this because I'm a Halo noob, so I'm trying to get through Legendary on my very first playthrough of any Halo game ever. And from what I hear, this is the hardest one on Legendary. So what a great way to start, right? Well, I'm already 1 mission in, and I think there's either like 8, 9, 7, and I forget how many missions in total. But this is going to happen. I don't know how, but it's going to happen. Mark my words. Because, you know, my friend Nathan was talking crap saying, you know, Legendary doesn't mess around, and Mission 1 is the furthest you'll get. Well, that's just not going to happen. I'm going to beat it. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm determined to do this shit. But now I'm kind of rambling on, so I guess that's it. The main point, get off the haterade, I guess. You know, happy holidays and such, because I don't know that I'm going to put out another personal gaming video before the holidays pop up. Probably not. Just so I figure I get the happy holidays out there right now, and that's gonna wrap up this stream. Shout out to the Megas again, because they let me use their song at the end of my Mega Man anniversary tribute video, so definitely a shout out to them. Shout out to Capcom for actually like having actually a lot of good things to say about Mega Man over the past few days for the anniversary. they've put out some pretty amazing news, which I'm not going to go over because then this video will be, which is nearing the 10-minute mark, it's going to be like 3 times the size of what this is already. So, not going to get into that. Just, you know, check your sources, check the Capcom blogs, Capcom Community, etc., and you're good to go. And yeah, that'll do it. That's it. Yeah, I might have said this a few times already, but that's just kind of how I roll. So, take care, everybody, and catch you next time. Peace.